When you make a mistake with your finances, it's something that can stick with you for a while.
Yeah, a recent study by Bankrate found that only 1 in 5 adults say they have no financial regrets.
Oh, so that means a lot of the others do have regrets. And our money expert, Bruce Helmer, joins us now, and you are going to help us avoid these mistakes. Hi, Bruce.
Good morning.
What kind of stuff are we talking about? What are the regrets that people have?
Well, the biggest one, and actually we got this idea from a story you guys did a few weeks ago, but the biggest one is not saving early enough for retirement. I think people get there and they wish they had started earlier, but let's be honest. In your 20s, are you really thinking about saving for retirement?
Oh, you think you're never going to retire?
I'm looking directly
I feel like
at
you're never
Kylie.
going to.
Yeah.
I started at 22. That was when, because I had a dad who was very insistent on, even though you made no money and you didn't want to, but he was very insistent on it.
You're way ahead of most people. I actually did an example in my last book where I just took a 21-year-old putting $5,000 away a year for 10 years, so $50,000 total, and then they have a twin that starts when they stop, does it for 35 years, same amount of money, $5,000 a year, $50,000 invested versus $175, same rate of return. The person that starts sooner ends up with about $250,000 more money.
Ooh.
So get your kids to start doing something, even if it doesn't seem like very
Be
much.
like my dad and force them into it.
$5,000 would have been 25% of my pay for my first job.
So
that would have been rough.
So for a lot of 21-year-olds, they can't do $5,000, but they might be able to do $50 a month, $25 a month.
Whatever you can do.
Whatever you can do.
Okay. What about saving for emergencies?
Again, Americans, if something goes wrong, something happens to the car, something needs to be fixed, they don't have the money in the bank. They have to put it on a credit card. So the second biggest regret, they don't have a rainy day fund or an emergency fund. We recommend at least 6 months living expenses sitting in the bank.
Your third example is something I see all the time, especially among people in my age group, where they're buying way more house than they can reasonably afford. Yeah,
and this was a big issue of the 2008 collapse that we had in the economy. People overextending, buying more house with the assumption that the value of the house just goes up each and every year and it'll be fine. Well, property values don't always go up, as we found in 2008. So if you're struggling to make a mortgage payment, you bought too much house, and then the problem is, now how do I correct that? Well, ideally, you don't get into that problem in the first place.
Do you ever hear from people about their credit reports or anything like that?
Credit reports are a big deal, and that should help you determine, and it helps the lender determine, how much can you afford. And a decade ago, lenders probably made loans they shouldn't. They're better at doing it today.
Good stuff. Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you.
You can see Bruce right here on Mid-Morning every Tuesday and get more financial advice on his show, Your Money, on CCO Radio. Just tune in Sunday mornings from 8:30 to 9:30.